What's up, y'all? It's Evan. I'm back with another video. First things first, I gotta remind you that you are God, you are source, you are all that is. Nothing can stop you from experiencing what you desire to experience except for you. You have to accept those thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and repeat them for you to experience that, okay? So, look, if you can understand that, you can click off this video and go manifest the life of your dreams. But if you want to keep watching, you need to have that realization again. Watch this, okay? So, what I want to talk to y'all about is intuition and just being able to listen to yourself, being able to trust yourself to guide you to exactly where you're trying to go, okay? Because there's a path you're gonna walk the moment you choose your new identity, and it happens immediately. It's gonna happen immediately. You're gonna get urges, you're gonna get inspiration, you're gonna get ideas, you're gonna get all these different things that come to you and say, hey, you should do this, like you should do this now, and you should act on them immediately, because your ability to act on those things, whether or not they make sense, that none of that matters. Your ability to act immediately is going to allow you to get to where you want to be when you want to get there, okay? Because that's the goal. Like, if you're trying to make it, if you're trying to do something, if you're trying to make a big change in your life, if you're trying to meet new people, if you're trying to make more money, if you're trying to basically get to an opportunity that most likely pertains, like is going to include some type of risk, you have to move immediately. The moment you get the idea, collapse the amount of time between you taking the action and you having the idea, and you will see the success that you want to see quicker than you could ever even imagine it. I hear that all the time, like collapse the amount of time it takes for you to execute on an idea, on whatever it is. But it's the same thing with manifestation. Whatever it is you want to see, the moment you get the idea, go for it. It doesn't need to make sense. Just do it. Just do it, okay? Because once you shift your identity, I say this a lot, but you tune your frequency, you tune your thoughts, your ideas. You're like a radio. The moment you shift your identity, you shift your frequency, you shift the ideas, the thoughts, the inspired action, the what people are saying to you. You shift everything within your reality, including your thoughts, including what's within you too, the ideas and stuff like that. They all change, okay? So if you can act immediately on these ideas, knowing that you're moving from the version of you that has them already, the version of you that is where you want to be, you have no choice but to experience it. You have no choice but to get there. You have no choice but to experience that, basically like miracles, because you can't be that version of you that doesn't experience miracles and expect to experience miracles, if that makes sense. The version of you that doesn't expect to experience the supernatural blessings is not gonna take the risk or make the moves that will lead to them experiencing those supernatural blessings. Like, you have to walk by faith and not by sight, is basically what I'm saying. And a part of that walking by faith and not by sight is acting on every single inspired action. Because when you don't, and you place yourself in this new identity, but you're not doing anything, you're not taking the inspired action, you're not moving in that direction, you're not doing anything, it makes you so freaking frustrated. You get so frustrated. Like, there's this feeling that something is not right, and it doesn't go away, and it just kind of starts to fester, and the emotions start to build up. And that happens because there's something you need to do, there's action you could be taking, but your logic, your ego is blocking you. This step or that step or that step, or everything may not be laid out perfectly, so you cannot trust the source that you are relying on to create everything for you, because you're trusting your brain. You're trying to lean on your brain, and you're trying to lean on your own understanding. That's said in the Bible too. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is listen to your intuition and just move forward, bro. Put one foot in front of the other, because this whole experience is temporary. All of it is temporary. And like I was saying in the other video, like 2-3 videos ago, if you fall down, you have no choice but to get back up, okay? One way or another. Once you fall, you have no choice but to get back up. Once your frequency, once your emotions, once you feel terrible or just a bunch of bad stuff happens, you have no choice but to go back up. The only way to go is up. When you fall, flat on the ground. Okay, so go for it, do it, whatever it is, do it. Take the risk, take the action. Whatever you feel inspired to start it. Just do it. Okay, because manifestation does not wait. Okay, once you shift your identity and you choose who you are, you're gonna immediately get actions to take. You're immediately gonna be inspired. The logic is immediately gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because you're gonna have ideas for things you want to start that you never even considered, you know. But you gotta take it. You gotta go for it. You have to go for it, or you'll never experience what you want to experience. Like, just doing that by itself, especially if what you want, first of all, especially if what you want it to happen now. It is happening now. It's happening now within you. So take the actions like it's already happening now, because your identity has shifted. Who you are is completely different. So it is happening now. This is your experience. Everything happening around you, it is completely your experience. You're in control of all of it. Okay, so once you know that, once you understand it, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what appears to be and not be. Completely up to you. All right, you have to make the decision to go forward, and as long as you stand firm in your decision that you're experiencing whatever you desire, you have no choice but to experience it. You have no choice but to be forced in that direction, because every thought, every idea, everything, every inspired action, every opportunity, it's all leading you to that one place that you want to be in. Okay, has no choice. All right, so before you get worried about, oh, is this the right, I don't know, and I don't know, you put yourself into that analysis paralysis, because your ego is talking and is trying to keep you safe, keep you exactly where you were. Listen to yourself. Okay, listen to it. It may not make sense to your logical self, but in the grand scheme of things, I promise you it will make sense. As long as your identity is where it needs to be. I am that I am. I am God. I am source. I'm all that is. I have exactly what my desire is. I am that version of me that's experiencing my desire right now and forever. Okay, as long as you're in that place, whatever action you take will lead you to exactly where you want to go. So I say do it. I say go for it. Okay, if you needed a sign right now, I'm giving you the sign. All right, you will be okay regardless. You have to let go and let God. Be still and know that I'm God. Be still and know that every decision is leading me to exactly where I need to be at every perfect moment, no matter what my reality says, because my reality doesn't determine my internal. My reality is not the cause. My reality is the effect. My cause is the mental. Okay, so because my cause is the mental, that means every action I take is going to be a product of the I am, the I am state of being, my internal reality that I've already created. All right, so you have no choice but to go exactly where you're meant to go. Okay, thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. I know this was a good video. I know you took something away from this. My email is going to be linked down below for the people that were interested in contacting me, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.